Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Erlenmeyer ADA interior wall sconce. This is going to be the 27720. A lot of little details to talk about with this sconce. To begin with, this is the ADA compliant version. So that's Americans with Disabilities Act that says a sconce can only come out from the wall up to 4 inches, and this is coming out at 3.9 from the wall, so it qualifies for that. The height of this is 9.4, so it's about yay big, and then the width is coming in at 4.5. It's going to cover up your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have on the wall. Very easy. Back plate 8.1 by 4.5. It is only 4 pounds, and the mounting height, distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your outlet box, is coming in at 4.1 as well. So I want to talk about the difference between this one and the 27710, which is the non-ADA compliant version. So I'm going to put them both up next to me. You're going to be able to see a couple little details about the differences between them. So the non-ADA one comes out more than this one does, and how that happens is you'll notice a couple things. So the biggest thing is going to be that above the glass, like right around here is a collar, a metal collar. There's a square plate you're going to see on the non-ADA compliant. That's what kind of pushes us out beyond that 4 inches. And then there's a very other subtle difference at the top of this, and that's going to be that arm. The arm that's coming over and then dropping that socket down. That is going to be on this fixture, it's going to be an arc straight across. But if you look at the other one, you'll notice subtly it kind of goes up, flattens out, and comes back down again. And that's going to be the only two differences between these two fixtures. So some people like one other than the other. Some people buy the ADA ones even though they don't really need them. It's really just a question of aesthetics. But if you are in a situation where you do need an ADA compliant one, you might want to look at this because it's a good option for you, especially if you're an interior designer, architect, doing like a resort or a doctor's office or something like that. If you're looking for a bigger version of these Erlenmeyers, a lot of people are going to look at the outdoor ones because there's actually one that comes in at 11 inches tall, much larger than this and the other one, and people will use that in conjunction with this. So I would take a look at that if you can. Okay, let's talk about a little bit more detail on a lot of this, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, how to put it together, which is very simple. There's going to be a mounting bracket that's going to go on here. There's some thumb screws that are going to come that are going to hold the glass on. And that's really about it. It's a very simple fixture, but there's a lot of good drawings there to show you the inside of this and the back of it and how it all works. Take advantage of that if you can. Leads us to the glass. So Hubbardton Forge uses this extremely beautiful hand-blown glass. Look how thick that is on the bottom. It's very substantial. It's also very thick again, and their glass is pretty hardy. I'm always surprised at just how hardy it is and durable, which is a good thing. It's what you want when you're buying American products. Okay, and this glass is 2.4 inches in diameter at the bottom and then 5.4 inches coming up. And that takes us into what you can get out of this and what you can use as far as lamping goes. So it's going to be using a G9 socket. These are the smaller ones. If you want to stick with a halogen, you can do that. They still make these little halogen bulbs up to a 40 watt. That's going to be because of the heat generated by this that's going to be inside that glass. Now, if you want to go LED, you really just kind of want to find something that's not dramatically tall. So you notice like a 4 watt to a 4.5 watt is going to be about the equivalent of a 40 watt halogen. And that's going to be kind of short, because again, the key to this thing is you don't want the bulb to be poking way down into the glass and being able to see it. Bulbs are not all that pretty. Now, if you go back to Hubbardton's website and you go to this fixture, you're going to be able to click on a little tab that says lamping, and at the bottom of that is actually a recommended bulb that they like to use from a company that they use all the time. I think it's a 4.5 watt bulb. Emery Allen, that's the name of the company. So you might want to go right there, but if you click on that bulb and see the overall height of the bulb that's listed there, then you can scout anywhere you want to. You can go on Amazon or your favorite hardware store, try to find a bulb that's comparable in height, and you'll be all set. When they do offer these bulbs to you, you're going to notice they're going to offer them to you in different ways as far as the light coming out of them. That's called Kelvin temperature. So they're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun. that's very romantic. Might be nice if you're going to be using this like inside a dining room or like a living room or a place like that. But they're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight, and daylight light bulbs are going to be a bluish white light. It's not a warm light at all. That's going to be 4,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom, and we talk about it in all these videos, is warm white, soft white. And that's 3,000 Kelvin from these LEDs right above. It's a nice light. It kind of mimics an incandescent glow that we all grew up with. It's a dimmable fixture without any problem. Make sure you buy a dimmable bulb if you need that. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your project, send us a picture of the room. Very easy. We can take our very powerful AI tools, take this fixture, put it into that room, into that setting, send you back a full color rendering of that. Doesn't cost you a thing. It's something you should definitely take advantage of from us. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.